again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our 13th episode of YAP2ASIA. Wahoo! Can I get some cheers from the boys?
Woo!
So the last time we did this was before Toronto, and a lot of things have happened since then. And we're so ready to talk about it today because we have a special guest, the one and only Mr. Alexandre, the
Hello.
champions of Masters Toronto, is here. Welcome, Alex.
Woo!
Hi.
Happy to be
Yeah,
on.
let's. It's great to have you, man. Let's go around for like a quick minute and check in with everybody. What have they been up to? Let's start with our special guest, Alex. How have you been, man?
Okay, man. We're up to stage 2. So
Yeah.
we came straight into play matches. So.
Yeah. Like,
Same
we're-
old. It doesn't end. It
Doesn't
never ends.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that later. But yeah, before that, Black and Blue, what have you been up to, good sir?
All good. For context, we're shooting this one in the morning, and folks are definitely not morning people, so you can see everybody a bit like trying to warm up into things. But yeah, doing good. Did a bit of game changers, did a bit of SCA. Nice to be back, and nice to see y'all again after
Yes,
it's been a
sir.
while. It's been a while. Yeah, the last one.
Welcome back. The best inconsistent podcast, as they say.
That's right.
We're taking that branding for ourselves. We own it
Mhm.
now.
Yep.
Clint, you've been flying around as well. I don't know what it's been like. I hope it's been good. How are you?
Mostly good. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I still have a ton more traveling to do this year, but that's okay. That's part of the job. Got to see my family and friends back in America after Toronto though, so that was nice.
Oh, nice.
And other than that, just grinding, dude.
Grinding. Let's go.
Grinding.
All right, 2025. It is the year of grinding. So, without further ado, let's get into it. All right. So, we have Alex today, and obviously, Alex, what we did this time a little differently than our previous episodes was we actually got our community to also post some questions, submit questions. There are
Wow.
some fun ones,
Okay.
so I hope you're ready.
Mhm.
But we're gonna start with a light one. You don't have to think too much about this one. Giovanni, if you could pull up that picture.
Yeah, I have a bone. Is this my picture that's wrong? I knew it, man. I have a bone to pick with this.
You saw this
picture.
coming, huh? You saw this
I-
coming. All
I
right.
actually hate this photo, man. I need to redo.
Okay.
I
well,
didn't even
let's talk-
post it on my Instagram. I cannot take it.
Okay. So
I don't look like that, man.
no, but that's exactly why people are like asking questions about this picture.
Holy
So
cow.
let's just hear the question. All right. The question is, Alex, how old are you in this photo?
I don't recognize the guy. I mean, look, I have like a triple chin, which is my fault, arguably. So that one I can work on. My eye bags are massive. I slept okay that day. And my hair is all over the place, but that's because of the headset, I think. I don't know, man. I look terrible.
Okay.
Shit, I must be like
Well-
45 here.
Well, there you go. There you have it, guys. The answer is he thinks he's 45 in this picture.
Holy shit.
So
We can filter it,
yeah,
Face
I need someone. I need a
Computer.
massive edit on this. I need a Photoshop rescue job.
because like objectively, it should be like a good picture. No, Alex, you're holding up the most beautiful trophy there is.
I
the
mean,
most-
nobody looks at the trophy at this point, right? Just look at like, what the hell happened to him?
I think we need to change something here. I'm sure we can do some magic. We'll do
I'm
some.
going back to Singapore to like take another photo. Well, no, I can't post this.
just a proper photo shoot, like
Yeah.
with your face done up and
I'm
stuff.
just gonna walk around Singapore with a trophy and get some good shots.
That's actually good content, Alex. Can't wait to
Maybe.
see that. Okay, so the follow-up question to this is, Alex, like, do you think this has something to do with Paper X being Paper X with the way they play?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I think anyone in the finals is stressed, man. It's just that I think it shows it showed up more on my body than anywhere else. My face.
Okay, well that's good.
I
Okay,
don't-
we
it's
got
not-
that
it's
out
not
of the
'cause
way.
Paper X, I don't think we threw that many rounds in. Like they play well. All things considered.
Did you even do makeup this day or anything, or did you just?
No, I
no,
never.
okay.
I don't think you could have saved it though. Like I don't know
Okay.
what can you do about this.
I mean, you'd be
This one needs some
surprised.
Korean,
You can
Korean
hide it
magic.
with-
This one needs some Korean magic here.
Hide it with a beard. That's what I do, dude.
A nice face
Yeah.
mask. Like I can't grow a beard. I have a Chinese beard. Like it's a Singaporean one.
The
It's
stubble.
just-
Like, yeah, we
No,
can't.
I don't have the Angmoji, the foreign genes for that. I didn't inherit it. My dad can grow a beard, but I can't. So
Oh, unlucky. All right, so we're gonna go way back first, Alex, before we throw back into the current state that we are in. You go way back in terms of your competitive journey. Obviously, CS is a big part of your life, I think. I don't know how you feel, but is that true that Counter Strike would be the starting point of where you are right now?
I guess so. I mean,
Yeah.
me getting injured in football is probably the starting point, but
Okay.
forcing having to go Counter Strike because of that. But yeah, Counter Strike.
Okay. Well, this is
This
actually
is another video that I cannot. This is not good, man. Like
Alex was like complaining at one
Yeah.
point that I don't know why this video is popping up in everyone's YouTube feed.
the
Like-
CGRS is telling me that I'm boosting the video. I'm not doing anything, man.
Okay, but yeah, this is Alex. For those who don't know, Alex did start as a professional Counter Strike player, and I was actually in Singapore for studies in like the 2014 to 2018 period, and I still caught a bit of Alex back then playing in the servers, playing in the tournaments. But that was way before, and I was looking up to him as like a player. And so Counter Strike has been around, and Alex has been around with it. So the question is, like, there is this tournament in 2019, which is towards like the end of Counter Strike, Extremes Land 2019. You remember this one, Alex?
Yeah, I do. It's the
And
COVID period, right?
it was pre-COVID, I guess, or
pre-COVID.
was it COVID period? The event ended up featuring a lot of names that are currently in VCT. Do you think there's something to do with CS being such a big name back then, and having players transfer over to Valorant? Like, what was the impact of having CS the way that it was, and the players being here today within the Valorant community and scene?
I mean, impact. I think everyone was just looking for opportunity to play a game that they love, So,
Mm.
yeah, CS is big. It was the only FPS title I think that was like relevant. I think there's also Blackshot. I can't actually remember. There's been all the time in Singapore has been CS, and CS has been the one where there's tournaments that like allow you to play against other Asians. So we will fly to China, for example, this event, Extreme Lens, and yeah, I mean the opportunity to play comparative. I mean this event basically kept Asian CS alive, like Southeast Asian at least, because we had nothing to play for. Like even the Australians also, they like basically aside from I don't know Vox Seminar, whatever they would call Vox Seminar, Greyhound, I think.
Greyhound,
They
yeah.
just nobody has events, so like this one is the only one that flies everyone in. So it's pretty cool. It happened every year, so like we got to see like everyone. If you weren't playing with a Chinese team, then you would still play in the Chinese league to qualify for things, but pretty much like you have no opportunity.
Mm.
So when Valorant came along, everyone just hopped onto the new train, and good news, right? Made it open circuit, big one, allows us to qualify for things in like Iceland and stuff. So without that, I think none of us would be here.
Were those clips we were watching from Extremesland? Was
I
that the
don't think
event?
so. I think some sort of qualifier. I cannot remember.
Because
Mm.
everybody was
Those are
using
some-
a
those are some
everybody was using a
Asian clips, man.
Krieg. So I was like, why is it full of Krieg
it's like
clips?
the Krieg.
It's one of the
That was a Krieg meta.
yeah, there was a short time
Yeah.
that the Krieg was meta. So I was like wondering, was this
That was when I could kill people.
you could scope in?
I had a big advantage.
Yeah.
Old man gun.
I saw you kill Dubstep in there too, so I was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a lot of fun. I like playing that against Zabi. It was he's pretty good.
Nice.
I was
Awesome.
in boot back then.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
That's a Chinese team actually.
yeah.
So he was in a Chinese team. Rozo was Indonesian as well. Isn't that
Not bad.
Bianc? Isn't that doesn't he play for Trace right now?
Trace.
Who?
Trace. Oh,
Wasn't
I'm
that
not so
Bianc?
sure.
One of the players. It can't be Blank, right?
Let's see. Is there any of that there?
Yeah, under the dubstep. I think.
Oh,
In the YouTube.
Oh, in the YouTube.
He definitely played CS. This guy.
Okay.
That's
Wow.
KB. He also plays CS and PUBG.
Right.
Oh,
I see. Okay. Well, there you go. Lots of
All right.
history.
I definitely play against him before as well.
Okay. Oh,
Yes, Bianc.
blank. Yeah, there you
Is
go.
it Blank or
Is
Bianc?
it blank or Bianchi?
Bianc.
I
It
think it's
looks
Bianc.
like an I. So
I think
yeah, that
it's
might be
Bianc,
true, actually.
oh, is it? It's Bianchi.
Bianchi.
Oh, then for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's him.
Okay.
His name is
Oh.
his name is pronounced Bianchi. I didn't know
I
that.
don't know actually. That's how I've always known him. I don't think anyone's ever called him.
We'll
Yeah,
find
he
out.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. He plays
Okay.
for sure.
He definitely
you go.
plays CS.
Okay. Well,
Ah.
another member that was in Boot Dreamscape was Tommy. Let's quickly touch up
Yeah.
upon him.
Forgot about that.
Forgot about you. Forgot about that. Okay, Tommy, don't listen to
I
this
mean,
one.
I barely played with him though. Like,
All right. Like, was
I
it the
wasn't the
period
same. I was
where
coaching
you?
him for a while,
There you
but
go.
I didn't play with him.
I see. So the reason I touch upon this is because Tommy obviously is now PaperX's team manager.
Yep.
Like, could you
Hmm.
quickly like talk about how that came around and why the decision was made to maybe court him to become the team's manager? Is there like a special communication line that you established between yourselves there?
I mean, we've always kept in touch. Uh, he has been my roommate in all these events for like the longest time. So yeah, I did play with him. I remember now. But even when I was coaching, he was also my roommate. Because in these events, it's not like Riot like gives us like a single room per person. It's like you fly in and they give you 3 rooms and everyone shares the rooms. So like 6 people, 1 coach and 5 players. So I always bunk with Tommy because he snores and I can take it because my brother used to snore and I snore as well. So he has to suffer. We suffer with each other. So I'm the only one that can deal with it. So I had to stay with Tommy.
Mm.
I'm slim there. This would have been like a triple chin there. Yeah. I mean, why Tommy? Why we asked Tommy to be manager? I mean, after Josh left, I think first of all it's good to have a sense of continuity. Like I think ex players, if they want to find jobs in the company and we can find spaces for them, I think it's good. Because they understand the culture, they understand what we want and work. And we already know whether they have like great work ethic or not. And Tommy,
Mm.
he I think the biggest thing about him is he's a huge sense of responsibility. He was like one player that was never late for practice, and he was like always like, I mean, in the past we don't have big orgs or anything. And Dreamscape is like it's got no sponsors. We're not paid. We're in Dreamscape, so it's just like basement org kind of thing. So someone had to be in charge of finances. Like take care of people, make sure that people are on time. Like when it comes to doing visas, like like the email goes to Tommy or me, and we figure it out from there. And like so I think he is just a good fit for the role. And we tried him out. He was very happy to come here. He was working some other job that he didn't like. And he really wanted back into esports after he left. So we gave him the opportunity, and I think he's been great. He's taking care of us very well. Everyone's happy. Players love him.
Okay,
Nice.
that's nice.
Actually,
Oh, go ahead.
before before even Extremesland, I remember seeing you guys over at WESG, like in Malaysia.
Mm.
A few months before then. Was Tommy with the crew then? I don't recall seeing. I remember seeing Devi and Ben at the time.
I think at that time he joined a different team. I don't remember him being in Malaysia. I was in Splash Key, Davai, Ben, and Bobosaur.
Bulbasaur.
Oh, Bulbasaur, right.
Bulbasaur.
Right.
Quite sure
Yeah.
that was that, yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing you guys, but we didn't know each other back then. So it was like, but I was there for a different event. And I think you guys placed like top 2, top 3 in that event. And
For a second, yeah.
yeah, and that was part of the reason why I remember at the first like SEA challengers, whatever, of VCT, I was like, no, these Paper X guys, they're the real deal. I've seen them in CS, they're for real. I was the only one predicting you guys. I was like, hey, no, they're for real.
Were we even playing on the Paper X? We might not be. We
No,
might have been like,
no, the stage
might have been
2 you
Dreamscape.
guys
It
or something.
wasn't.
I think it was Dreamscape. Yeah.
No,
It was
yeah, stage
Dreamscape
2.
still.
Stage 2 is when you guys were under PRX, right? Stage 1 was Dreamscape.
Yeah, it was Dreamscape. Yeah.
Mm,
Ali
I
was there.
see. Wait, so you're saying this was Valorant?
No, this is CS.
This was
That's right.
CS, right? Yeah, I guess when it was this was before anything Paper X. But yeah, look at Harley's there.
Wow.
Wow.
Kevin and Eo are there. So
I see. Yeah, I see.
remember
Xcurate, Adrian King, or some
Fade
of
was
the
there too.
OGs.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay.
How about
So well, I guess my question is when did you make the swap to coaching and like how did that all come about?
I mean, it's happened twice. One time, I had to give up. We signed for boot DS, and I couldn't balance studies in NUS at the same time as CS,
Oh,
and it was too difficult to balance. So I told them that I had to leave the team. And this was like 2 months in, and as soon as the thing became, that was the first time we had like a bigger contract. So we were paid like 1K USD, and that's considered massive already. But at that time, I was already 23 or 24, and like 1K USD versus a degree in NUS. I had to choose the
yeah.
degree, which I didn't end up getting. but yeah, I mean, I studied a little bit longer, but engineering is a little bit tough. So I left, and then I realized that I really wanted to be involved in esports like halfway through this degree. So I asked Harley. I basically begged Harley. It's like, Harley, please. Harley was coaching at the time. He was coaching
Right.
a team. At the time it was Boot. I was like, Harley, please give me a job. Like, I'll do anything. Like, let me coach. Let me coach. So he said, I don't think Harley particularly likes coaching. He rather do the work behind the scenes.
The management side. Yeah.
Yeah. So he let me do it.
Okay.
so I got to coach for a year or two. Yeah, that was me.
Oh, there you go. You're coaching Tommy here.
As you can tell, I haven't changed.
That's sick.
r-
Okay.
Same
I
drip.
just gained weight, that's all. But man, Tommy's hair, I need to show him this hair. It's nice.
Yeah, let's.
Wow.
For what
yeah,
it's
I mean, I
worth-
was coaching for a while.
For what
I
it's
went
worth,
back
I
to
think
being
you
a
made
player.
the right decision the first time and the second time.
Yeah. For sure.
It wasn't that good at playing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I coached for a while. Then there was an opportunity to play again because we needed players. They needed IGL. I was like, look, I'll play. Like I'm ready to go. It's like I think it was 29. So I was like, this last chance. So I went back into the roster. That's when we acquired Davai. So that's 2019, I think, or 2018. And then yeah, so I've been with him for a long time. We tried to go professional again. Like tried to we had to kick out all the players that have like commitments. So we tried to go people with no school. That's why Spashki and Benkai left because Benkai was in the army and Spashki was in school. And we said like, look, it's not gonna work if we're gonna train 3 hours a day only. So we went as professional as we could, signed Davai. And then after a while, like Jason came available and they kicked me out.
Wait.
pretty much
Hold up.
what happened. Pretty much what happened.
Kicked you out as in transitioned you into the coaching role, or
Yeah, I mean, it was the end of my career, man. That's a
Okay.
kick out. But basically, Harley told me like, look, there's an opportunity to sign Jason, and I'm like, this guy is 16 and I'm 30. I can't be. I don't think I can be there. Like, when I watch him play, I'm like, he's too good.
Right.
Even in CS, he was really, really good. So I was like, okay, fine. Then he Harley offered me my coaching job back. So
Okay.
it's like full circle.
Yeah.
I
Well,
went
there you
like
go.
I really went like this. Yeah.
The lore of how Alex
Yeah,
transitioned.
but there's no more opportunity to play anymore. Though. There's no way I can keep up.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Okay, cool. So now let's talk about your coaching career. And obviously you are best known to be the coach of PaperX with your multiple instances of solidifying your persona, Alex, as like this raging, sometimes calm, sometimes not sometimes. I would say almost all the time you're on screen when you're on a match. You have this persona that everybody has come to love. I wanted to touch upon that a little bit. I know that you don't particularly like this brand that you have, but how have you balanced being that coach that everybody knows, and also just staying chill about it when everybody just starts clipping you when you show up on camera?
Man, I don't have a choice.
If
I'm
for
not gonna like flip out at people for clipping that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I obviously would prefer the camera not to be on me.
Right.
So I can flip out, I can be upset in peace. But
Upset in peace. That's
yeah,
good.
like but I mean it is what it is. I guess if people like it, I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I mean,
entertainment. I guess I'm not
Entertainment.
doing it on purpose. I just it just happens. You know. I'm very I emote basically. It's
Emote, yeah. In real life
pretty
emote.
much.
do you
I
ever
just wear my
like?
heart on my sleeve, you know. So I can't help it.
Do you ever
Yeah.
watch like one of those like emotional moments you have on camera, and afterwards be like, "Damn it, I shouldn't have done that," or something on camera?
I don't watch it. Even VOD reviews, like I VOD review the thing, and as soon as I see myself, I skip it.
You skip.
And then the players like, hey, wind that back. But I'm in charge of the control, so they don't get to see it.
Right.
Yeah, but I always skip it. Like I fuck it, I hate it, man.
Okay. No, but
Do you?
yeah.
I actually have a question that's kind of segueing between like CS and then kind of this whole thing. Like, would you prefer that like you guys stood behind your players in Valorant like they do in CS, and you had a little bit more sort of I don't know how to say it, interaction,
Presence there.
instant interaction? Yeah, I guess would be the way to presence. That's a good way to put it.
I would like to be able to go to someone that's not playing well and just put my hand on his shoulder and say it's okay, you know.
Mm.
That's the only thing I think that I would miss. But I would be equally expressive, you know, so I don't think the players can take it. 'Cause I'm already like that. I was already like that in CS. You know, I was already whining like around.
Smash their desk.
Also, I'm okay. There's nothing to smash, so that, like maybe that would be good. But I'll be pacing a lot for sure.
Mm.
But that being said, I don't think it's possible because I think there's too many opportunities to like cheat and stuff. You know, like for example, off the top of my head, I feel like if I just stood on one side of the table, I could be sending a signal to my players to do something. You know what I mean? Or just walk to their side. I'm very sure it's possible. You know what I mean? And I'm very sure like that matters. So or maybe there are rules in CS where you have to stand behind until the round ends, you know, and then you can fist bump and bump.
Right.
But like, I have no idea what the rule is. But I'm very sure I'm very sure the coaches can see the crowd that's like go A, go B all the time, right? Like
Yeah.
yeah, like you can do something with it, you know. So I don't think it's fair. Like it's better the coaches are not there, in my opinion.
Okay. Cool. Now, talking about Paper X, right? Like you have been coaching them since before even Valorant. How would you sum it up, Alex? Like coaching Paper X? Like if you have to describe it in like one sentence, like what is it like coaching Paper X?
That's my pride and joy, man. I really enjoy it.
Okay. I mean that's a good. I mean, I'm glad that that's the
Not
way
not
you
not the
describe it.
not the expected answer.
Yeah, it's not expected. Not gonna lie, but you
No,
know.
they don't. I know they don't like every day. Every day I get to watch like very creative people work and very driven people work. You know, so I don't think that like I think anyone in my position would be very like envious. You know, because like I don't have there's no motivation problems. There's almost no discipline problems. You know, other than some people coming late and we have figured out ways around it. You know, like I think everyone saw Jason planking recently.
Yes.
But yeah, okay, that honestly wasn't because he was late, but we just made him do a bit longer because he did come late today. But it was supposed to be just like a warm up routine. But since he was late, we were like, you go a bit longer. But I think every day they're happy to work. You know, I work with very happy people, very happy go lucky, very professional. I have an org that takes care of all our needs. You know, we're well taken care of here in Korea. So I get to focus like solely on Valorant, and I don't have to think of anything else. And even when even when I'm like in a bad state, bad like mental state and stuff, like there's so many people around me that are like so happy and yeah, it's just very fun. I really enjoy my time.
Wow. That's very precious. Now,
I
to
agree.
follow up that question, right? When you were scouting for new players, because you did transition into a few new players over the years, like you know, back in 2022, you signed Jang, and then Shiba had to transition out, and then in 2023, you had to sub Benkai out, and then something came in, and then most recently, there's PatMen. Obviously, there's the core players there, and then there's the newer recruits. Now, how do you balance recruiting these players to fit into the culture that you've already built so far? Because as you mentioned, like these guys are a group of very creative people, very motivated people. Was it one of the criterias in your scouting regiment to have that quality in a person? Or is it always just a skill first, culture later kind of approach?
I mean, definitely skill is important. Like it's the first thing you look at, right?
Mm.
Because I'm looking at stats. I'm looking at like VOD reviews and stuff. So I can't tell anything about how creative they are or anything, before I actually meet the person. So that's like the first thing. Uh, I think people know this already, but Ominous from Wolves. That's
Yep.
where that's where I go to. No, I just asked him like, give me your database, man.
Oh, shout out
Yeah.
to Ominous.
Yeah,
Dude, I've done the
he's
same.
he's very
I've
friendly.
literally done the same as a caster, so I'm right there with you.
Wow.
No, but he's very friendly. He's always like helped me out when I need it. He's offered help. Like
He is
I'm very
great.
happy. I'm very happy for how he's helping Wolves as well.
Mm.
Yeah. So like I've already like I use VLR, because I don't really like all the stats. I like someone else can do it for me. It's like Satish and Paperex does it for me. But basically I already know like who I'm looking for. So I ask Ominous for a little bit more advanced metrics, and then I just filter everything and I see what I want. And from there, after that, I interview people. I interview the players I want. So that's
Okay.
pretty much the scouting process.
So
But I already have a like short list even before I go to him.
I see.
Mm.
Okay. So can we spill a little bit about how that process was like when you were recruiting PatMen? Because I think this is one of the more interesting questions people have in their minds, especially with the run that you've had at Masters Toronto, which we haven't talked about, but we will get to there. How did you land on PatMen? If you could spill a little bit of what that is like.
Yeah, sure. Let me think. Uh, but first of all, like I'm always looking at players, like always, like, just in case
Mm.
this kind of thing, in these kind of scenarios. And with regards to the situation, was I looked at it and I said, okay, look, like we are playing too much musical chairs with the roles, and we needed someone that can play initiator very well. You know what I mean? That's particularly what I'm looking for. And sorry, the coffee is acting. uh,
All good.
yeah, so I mean, I sorted everything out by initiator. Then I had to decide like which player I have to swap out. So it was whether I want to like go to change from to do list to one or not. And I thought about it very hard, and I thought no matter what, I think the way we play, the way we have learned from day one was to play to do list. So I'm gonna try and make it work. So that means that Aaron had to be sacrificed, unfortunately, because that was the easiest role to fit other do list players in at that point in time. If I was gonna get a dedicated initiator, so like either Sentinel or Smokes had to go, and the other and then the duelist would play that role instead. So I thought about it very hard. I figured that Jason probably can play Omen pretty well, Jason and JJ. So we just had to try it. Sorted everything out by assist per round because I think that was what we're looking for. Right?
Oh,
And the people that stood out were actually like three of them, which is Invi, Kush, and Pat. So Kush just signed. Invi is a long contract. So there's only Pat to try, like specifically. So this was the first few. There are other people, but the ones that had like high damage per round, high assist per round, like that means they're like owning basically. They do everything already.
right.
Kill shit out of people. There's these three guys. So after that, I looked at their first kill metrics. I wanted to see like whether they were getting kills on defense, if they're just holding angles and stuff. And again, these three stood out again. They don't die that much and they kill a lot. Basically in the mold of Leo.
I
Just
see.
shit ton of damage, shit ton of assists. First kills are high enough, and then like they bloody don't die. So
Right.
like these are people that really stand out to me. So is this three again? So I had to try Pat no matter what. And the other one is Chavi from currently now Neos.
Right.
But Azavi, Chavi, I don't know. In football, it'd be Chavi. But uh, um, Pat had higher had higher stats, and also wasn't an IGL, which I don't need an IGL. You know what I mean? So that's why we tried Pat first. Then I
Nice.
went to Ominous. I went to get his opinion because I wanted to know like whether Bleed tried any of these players out, and he did say that that Pat was actually number 1 on their list to try out, but he wasn't allowed to try out when he was in his previous team. But before
Wow.
now, I don't know what it was. So he wasn't allowed to try out. So I said, okay, that means it's more. It's not just me that's seeing that this guy has like very good stats.
There's like that
So,
validation.
yeah, there's something
from someone
about
else.
him. So I want to go meet the guy. And the other part was for me, I was looking for someone that is not older. He's the second oldest player in my team right
Yeah.
now, but it's not by much. Like literally a year
2,
older.
3
than me.
years.
Barely a year. He's 3 months older than Ilya, so barely a year.
Oh.
2 months older than Ilya. So
Okay.
like, because he's born in December. But I wanted to find someone with sports background. Like it's super important to me because I come from sports background. So I mean, school team, and then after that like stuff like that, and
Yeah,
play a lot of sports competition. So I value that, and I think a lot of people in Asia, this difference between Asia and Europe, right? So in Asia, you would a lot of kids just iPad and then after that become gamer,
Yep.
So they don't actually play sports. It's very, very common in Asia. It's easier to do that. But in
Well,
Europe, I think a lot
Lucky
of these
for you,
gamers,
half of Filipinos play basketball anyway. So like...
I found the perfect one. Yeah,
Okay.
and Europe would be more similar to that. Like a lot of them, there's a lot of focus in sports in any level. And to like for example in France, like if any sport, almost any sport you try, there's a whole league for you to play in with different tiers and everything. You can work your way up before you become like tier 0, which is you can join professional leagues. So all of them like encouraged to like cultivate the interest, and then you get the sports background people that are like comfortable playing sports. We don't have that in Singapore. So that's what I wanted to find. I want someone that has like leadership qualities and also like a sports background, so mentally tough. I want like understands like, but particularly team sports. I don't really want
Individual
individual.
sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. It's different. You're still mentally tough, but then I want someone that has very good focus on teamwork. And yeah, and also another funny criteria is I wanted someone that didn't play any other. I was looking for a very young kid. I honestly was looking for an 18-year-old that did not have like any prior experience in CS in any FPS. I want someone that
Right.
has VALORANT mechanics.
A
Like I
purebred,
be,
basically.
yeah, I believe that these kind of players are coming. You know what I mean? In the next 2-3 years, these players that only play Valorant, they're gonna shoot differently, they're gonna move differently from all the players that used to play CS. They don't have any habits to unlearn. Sure, they might not have the tactical FPS knowledge, but I feel like I can teach them that. You know what I mean? Like that's the role of the coach, right? Or whoever they come from, like whatever tier 2 team they come from, that's their job. Teach them how to play the game,
Yeah.
the tactical way. And then when I get them, I want like I want like a Valorant player. Someone that's comfortable. CS players, the guys in the sky, you're not gonna shoot the jet, right? But Valorant players can. Like
Me
it's
too.
boom, blood across. How you want to hit that? Yes, tell me.
Are you gonna flick a neon? And they're running
Exactly.
by. Yeah.
So I want a guy that can hit those shots. It's just different. And for some bloody reason, my luck, I get Pat play varsity basketball. Didn't touch any FPS game before. The only game he played was Dota. Started playing Valorant at 19 years old. That's his first game because of COVID.
Wow.
Because of COVID, so he was like, I can't play basketball. I'm gonna play this Valorant game.
Right.
And is a support player and has all the stats I want. Like this perfect guy just landed on my fucking lap. It's crazy. My luck is insane.
Not gonna lie, he is a great pick, but everybody here, like locally, was pretty surprised that you found him because he was kind of like a deep cut, right? He was,
Yeah,
he wasn't
yeah.
the guy that everybody knew. every Filipino knew him basically if you were following VCT here locally. But the fact that the announcement came out, all of us were talking about like, how did they even find him? I didn't even know he was on their radar. He was a great player. He was our most improved player, if anything, actually, in the past 2-3 years. But we were just surprised that how did he find another great player again?
But I've watched I watched all the Ascension leagues before the league to Ascension, so I kind of know who's like improving and not for the last 2 years. So I noticed that like this guy, like even when we scrim him, he used to be not the best, and then slowly every scrim we scrim with him,
Right.
he's like getting better. You know what I mean? And we don't scrim Zol that much, so it's like I scrim him one time, I see him at the bottom. 2 months later, I scrim him, he's significantly improved already. I'm like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, like this guy is actually playing well. Then he joins Naos and then he screams us again and he smashes us. We're like, this is in December, this is in when we were trying to practice for Chengdu. And then he was playing very, very well. And we're like, I have to keep an eye on it. So that's why it's like when he popped out on the list of stats, I'm like, so
Wow.
there you have
Okay,
it. That's
Alex.
the story.
That's an insightful story of how we landed on PatMen. And I guess it's a combination of a lot of things, right? You were actually paying attention when you're spotting him in like scrims and events, like when you're watching Ascension, and then you're also doing research in the background, getting referrals as well.
Mhm.
So there you go, guys. This is years worth of insight from Alex here about how we can figure out which players are upcoming, and we'll see if that's gonna happen again. Hopefully not, because Paper X is on a run, baby.
Yeah.
Track by track. I like
So
where
far, so
we
good.
are, Alex. We are. Thank you, by the way. I'm with Paper X, so I have to say thank you for bringing the
Yeah.
team there. We did it. We crossed the line. It's been years. And so the
Third time's the
question
charm.
now. Sorry.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm.
Time's
There
charm,
you
the time's
go.
charm.
Okay, so before we head into Toronto, remember there was this moment where we were 0-3, Alex? Um,
Yep. Was
before we had to face
burned in my memory.
BFM. Can you
That's,
talk a bit
that's
about
probably why I started gaining weight. Man.
the stress eating? Okay, so how
But you
was
would
that?
know.
Sorry, what, Alex?
You would know.
I
You
would
know, like
know.
my fellow
I would
eater
know.
as well.
Yeah, we got the same theme going on.
We've been in events where like me and Andy are just eating all the snacks we can
That's
find.
right. We're always at snack bars, basically, right?
Yeah.
Every time we're going away and into the waiting room, there's a snack bar almost all the time, and we're just gonna be there standing and munching, and then grabbing some, putting them in our pockets. But Alex, yeah, 0-3. What was it like? Like, what was the team state back then, and how did you manage the emotional roller coaster that the players were in, so that you were able to like bounce back?
And funny enough, every time I start to try and learn Korean, that's when we start to lose. You know.
Okay.
I'm so tempted to start speaking Korean at you. Be like, well,
No, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn the language, and then I wake up every morning to do that before practice, and then we start losing, and I have to drop it because there's no bloody time anymore. It's like, so I'm never gonna learn Korean. I think at this rate, but I'm trying. I want to get back to it.
Okay.
힘들잖아요.
So 0-3, I dropped Korean because we're too stressed, and I want to sleep. You know, I don't want to wake up early anymore, so that I can fix it. I mean, our state of mind. I mean, we came out from a very bad loss to DFM. 13-1. And that game, I think, in my opinion, was the first time I've ever seen my teammates give up. You know, like we just blank out, don't know what to do. So that was a quite painful game to lose, painful game to see. I don't think. I mean, obviously we shouldn't have given up, but like I think we just didn't know what to do. You know, like to the point that they blanked out. So maybe give up. Give up is the wrong word, but then like more like just ran out of ideas. I've never seen that happen in my life. Even when we lose badly, I've never seen them like run out of ideas. We couldn't deal with the tail on Pearl. Just not enough protocols, no time. And just everything we did was wrong, you know. And then we lose DFM. Okay, we take basically like a 5-day break. We go back home, and I think we were back in Korea February 11th. So there was like basically we had no time. We came back. No Valentine's Day for anyone. On February 12th, yeah, February 12th, we came back so that we could put in like 100% of effort. And then we play against DRX. We were super prepared, or at least we thought we were super prepared. We've got Theo here, we've got some Waylay, and then we play DRX and we're 8-0 up. All's looking great. And then suddenly our mental demons hit. And then DRX, like, I don't know, they won like 12 rounds in a row or something. And then we lose that game. We win again. We beat them on one of the maps. We lose 2-1. And then okay, that's fine, right? The DRX. We play Genji next. They have Suggest. Suggest is dropped the stinker the last game. So we're like saying, okay, we have a good chance. We lose 2-1. And not just that, Suggest beats us up on one map. I think it was a send. So it was a bloody disaster. We get 1v4 by Munchkin as well. Okay, fine. Is Genji, right? But at that point, that's when Pat comes in, you know, and at the same time we're talking to Pat. So I figured that it's time to actually stop him in. My actual goal was to ease him into stage 2. You know, I didn't want to put. Or for me, I don't want to. You join Paper X, there's a shit ton of pressure. You know what I mean? Like, for better or for worse, everyone expects you to win in Paper X. Pat comes in. You know, he's every and we're 2-0 down. 0-2 down, and everyone's like, oh, he's coming to save you, you know, like who's this guy? The pressure on him must have been immense, you know. So for me, I just don't want to put him in the roster if I can. You know what I mean? Because I feel like if he screws it up, you know, it's like damage to his mental that he doesn't need. You know what I mean? I would have loved to be in a position where like, okay, we're 2-0 up or we're 3-0 up. You know, we easy man, we give you an easy game. We play against, I don't know, like whoever the bottom team is at that time. You know, whoever 0-4, for example. And the last game we put Pat in, and he gets to like play in a low stakes environment. Unfortunately, that's not that wasn't the case. So we threw him in on Boom. We had like 3 days of practice because he had like, I mean, it is what it is for Filipinos in Korea, or maybe the rest of all the time. You know, it's like visas are a nightmare.
Mm.
He was actually signed earlier. Um, before stage one started. Stage one, right? Yeah, before stage one started, he was already signed. It's just that we couldn't put him in the roster.
Right.
He came in. He had like 3 days of practice. And poor guy, you know, he's lost in Korea. He's never traveled out of Philippines before. Uh, he arrives in Korea. We pick him out of the airport. The foreign words everywhere. We put him in his new house. And then 2 days later he's playing against Boom. And of course we lose that. I think we lose 2-0 that one. So it's even worse. No, maybe 2-1. I can't remember.
It was
Yeah, we beat them
2-1.
on the sense.
Yeah.
So 2-1. Yeah, 2-1 maybe. So it's 2-1, and Pat, I don't, did Pat play well? Can you scroll down?
Scroll down, Juandi.
Jondi?
Like, look at PatMen's stats.
Give me
He's
Pat
there,
stats.
middle of the
Yeah,
pack.
you know,
Yeah.
it's all right.
Considered for his debut, yeah, he had really good. I remember he had really good ascent, but like he wasn't really even on his comfort role, so he doesn't really play Fade. You know, like he plays like and now he was playing like Yoru
Right.
on 2 or 3 maps. You know, KO on some maps. He was playing Breach on a lot of maps. So I chuck him on Fade, you know, like to teach him how to play Fade. I mean, he doesn't really need much teaching. And then he doesn't play. He doesn't play as well as he does now. You know, so
Mhm.
I'm sorry for that. Like he went through a lot of pressure. I can't remember what the question was, but I assume that you wanted me to take the 3-0 down thing, right?
Yes.
At this
0-3 in groups.
At this point, we're 0-3. And the only thing I could do was tell the boys, hey, look, every single game we've gone 0-3, we have taken a map of them, you know? And quite convincingly, like, I would say, like, we played well on that map.
Yeah.
We played well on all the maps that we won. So I think it was Fracture twice and then one time Ascent, yeah.
Ascent.
Yeah, so I mean, we just try to stay as positive as possible, you know, and try and believe. Like, I think actually Lish Davai was the one that's the most positive. He basically told everyone like, look, listen, we're gonna be DFM and we're gonna go on a fairy tale run and we're gonna make it to Toronto.
Oh wow.
Right? And then I was like, everyone's like, yeah, okay, let's do it. so
Wow.
we were stressed, but we weren't like down, you know. Like I told them
Mhm.
like, look, it doesn't matter. Like honestly, if you screw up this stage, there's still stage 2. And I believe that with a whole 2 months to practice, we will figure it out. But at this point, after Boom, I told them that look, we need to drop this Teo thing. It's not working for us. Just trust me. We need to go double duelist, and we need to figure out how to play around the Teo utility, and we're gonna be fine.
Mm.
So they I mean, credit to my boys. They're just like they're blind faith, you know. They just go like, okay, we'll do whatever you say. So no, there were no arguments whatsoever. We just went, okay, what comms can we run? Let's run double duelist on this com, this com. And at this time also, that's when I contacted Mini and I asked him like, look, hey, dude, I need some external help, and I am a bit lost in the sauce here. Like, what can we do? And yeah, and I mean, I think I've said this before, but I think Mini came in, he watched the scrims. Um, there's a lot of things that he helped us with. I think particularly he taught us or Ilya how to play Yoru better. And as you can see, like it's a big part of our game right now.
Yeah.
So it's a big credit to him. I think that was the biggest thing. Other thing was he was like super particular of how we use our outs. Um, we used to use it a lot better, but this year has been a mess. Like we anyhow out, you know. I think we're trying to close the round out, so we're just like throwing everything
Throwing everything,
at
yeah.
rounds that don't make sense, you know. So he highlighted them out, and after that me and Mini had to try and figure out like what works best for with each other, you know, like how he can help our team, and it boiled down to him like looking at specific scrims that I asked him to for alternative ideas. And also he gave a lot of match notes. Like after matches, he gave a lot of notes. So to each player individually, we have a way to give feedback, and it's really good. You know, like it gave everyone new ideas. And I think the most important thing is like, in my opinion, Mini is one of the best coaches in the world, right? and he can come and tell everyone and say, "You guys are good players, and you guys, there's no reason why you should be like 0-3. Honestly, you should have won some of these games. You're really really good. Keep doing what you're doing, and you should be okay." And I think it was a sense of relief for all the players to hear that. It's like everyone's afraid of being washed, right? so like it's like he basically confirmed that we're not completely washed. So I think gave good good confidence for the players, and also I mean help Lish use Vice a little bit better, particularly how to use the ulti better, because he was usually just like sending it
Okay.
and dying with his out because he didn't really like, but he was like trying to tell Lish like, look, your out is really powerful. Like you can make a losing round a winning round because everyone becomes equal suddenly.
Yeah.
So like he really wanted us to like hone into an advice out, and I think that's what he did really well there. I mean, big credit to him.
Wow. Amazing. Okay.
And after that, rest is history.
Rest is
We beat DFM, we beat everyone until RRQ, and then we got hammered by a Jemkin
yes.
man.
But I feel like at that point you wouldn't even care anymore, right, Alex? Like you've already done the impossible as far as you can go. Like you qualified to Toronto. Like did you even have energy to quote unquote care? Obviously you want to win still, but did you like have that same level of care playing
It's
against
being
RQ?
less basically.
Yeah, there's less pressure
I mean,
there as well, right?
I feel like that match helped us learn like how to deal with like hitting your goals and not having another goal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so, which is why I think we started stage 2 a little bit stronger, simply because we lost the RQ and learned from it. Because, like you said, after we beat DRX, the sense of relief, right, and the sense of like hitting your goal, like hit us, right, and everyone just went like, "Holy shit! Okay, we can rest. We can finally rest." And then we go next day RQ and we're like, "Okay, pressure's off, right?
Yeah.
Let's just try our best." Nothing much to prepare for because it's literally a 1 day turnaround.
Yeah. It was.
I think we played like less than 24 hours. So the most we can do is adjust what we can do, adjust our stuff, right? And even then, like I didn't really like sit down, and I woke up early to do it. But normally I would like sleep a little bit later, wake up a little bit earlier, to do more. But even then I was like, I just went to sleep,
Right.
and it is important to actually, for me now that I know this, like important to immediately like refocus, because we still wanted to win the event. It's like it's super
course.
important to get the points and for seed, and there was an opportunity there. I mean, in RQ we're playing well, but we're like ready to anti-Teo everything. Like we're ready to play against Teo. We're ready to play against like slow play styles. We worked really hard on it, so we thought that we were prepared for RQ. And yeah, the maps that we prepared for, like for example, Fracture and one more map we played really well on. I cannot
Let's click
remember.
on it, Juandi. Let's see what the
I think
maps
I think
are.
the third map was it Pearl.
Bro?
No, we didn't even. We didn't play. We
Icebox,
won
Icebox,
Icebox.
Icebox.
Freaking
Icebox.
3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Icebox. Yeah, so those two maps, like we even prepared for RRQ. You know what I mean? Like those maps, and
Right.
it was just nice that like those maps we prepared. We prepared very hard DRX, Fracture, Icebox, and I think Split.
I mean, the
Mm.
previous
We
two were
prepared
OT.
only these three maps. Yeah, Split. Yeah, we didn't play. We Split. We shouldn't have changed the comp. But then Pat said he wasn't comfortable on Fate on this map, so we had to go with this one.
I
For,
see.
You guys
for,
still
for
made
better or
OT
for worse.
though.
Yeah, that was pretty okay. Yeah. I mean, I had a Jason that was on absolute fire and we still couldn't win. So he was absolutely bonkers that game and we still couldn't win.
Right.
But I think a big part of it is because we couldn't like refocus. Not to take anything away from RQ, they won the entire event. And like Superman Jemkin was really Superman, like really Superman. Bloody hell, he was hitting everything. But I think we could have prepared a little bit better, or at least be mentally more ready for it.
Okay.
But they still play well, Like I think the boys still played like pretty decently.
Yeah.
Like just maybe a few panic decisions because we weren't like as ready as ready
Right.
as we should be.
Okay. Well, you got over that. So you beat DFM, you beat GE, and then you went to go on a fairy tale run, as Lish said it. But local version, you qualified to Toronto, and now you find yourselves in the actual Masters event. You went on a pretty good run until that liquid game, Alex. What the hell happened in that liquid game, Alex? Please elaborate.
We should have 2-0 them. Like honestly, like this bloody Kamo walks through the and Viper. He's the biggest balls in the world. Fake clones into the Viper. Like
Okay.
God damn it, that guy is a legend. Actually, legendary play. He should be immortalized. Like I'm not kidding. Not enough credit is given to this. Like nobody is talking about it. He's got the biggest balls in the world.
Let's get
All
this
right,
clip.
because if we win that map, we 2-0 them. They're out.
Easy. Yeah.
Yep.
He's
For
so
those,
confident. That's crazy, and they're so. I don't know. It's a clip of him being so calm about it,
yeah.
which is cool because that shows that their prep and their team environment is really strong. You know, like the mental strength. So I'm very impressed with them.
Just to clarify, Alex, you're talking about the moment where he was faking as a Euro
Yes,
clone.
we're 12
He
9 up or
walked
something.
right through
He
the
was right
yeah.
through. I believe it was Lish who was playing Viper.
Yeah,
and
dude.
then
Yeah.
And
Let's
the
watch.
comms. Lynch comes. He said, fake clone.
it's fake. It's
you know?
fake. Yes.
Yeah. And the guy walks past. He kills him. We win the round.
Yes.
Oh
he
my
did.
god, the guy is crazy.
No, I
That's
remember
smart.
watching that. I was like, okay, this has got to be one of the moments for the books. Like
This is
it
the
is
2025 one of the best moments ever, in my
2025
opinion.
picks,
Already,
definitely.
No, Achilles and I were casting it, and Achilles he picked up on it right away because he was talking. Because I let him do all the yapping during the actual action, and he hit it. He hit it right away, and I was like, "Oh shit, he already used his clone this round." I'm like, "Are they gonna piece that together?" And I was like, "Oh no." Oh no! Like when he got through it, I was like, "Oh, this round's cooked!" Like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, that's a very good description of what everybody's thinking. I think.
Wow.
And, like everybody's just thinking, "Oh no! Oh no!
The
no!"
bloody the guy's smiling after he got past everyone. He's already smiling. He knew he won the
He
round.
knew.
He literally
he
won
won,
the round already.
and he's so calm about it too.
He
Look at
was,
that.
he was smiling like as he's shooting Lish, man. I'm telling you, like they're so confident. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, they play well on split. I think we're using a version of their comp,
Right.
So yeah, they know how to play against it.
Okay.
Like EMEA, everyone's using this as well.
What's it like playing against Nats? That's something I think a lot of people want to know about because obviously he's like one of those big brain players that everybody looks up to. Like, what is it about Nats? Obviously, he's good at lurking, but is there anything that you notice that he's like really challenging to play against? Because everybody has problems against him.
I mean, he's the Sentinel goat, like he's the true one. Like as soon as he uses a Viper Wall, like it doesn't matter what Viper Wall, what map. I guarantee you on Corrode, whatever Viper Wall he used, everyone's using it tomorrow. Like as soon as Nets comes out with Viper Wall, you gotta figure out how to play around it because like he's probably put a shit ton of thought into it. But what we noticed that when we were in like Europe and we could scrim against Gambit at the time, like he's very, very good. Like he's so fast. He's changed his game a little bit. Before he was a little bit slower, but still like incredibly accurate with his shots. Like I think he's a lot more aggressive and like he moves around very much a lot better now around the map. Like he makes his decisions faster. But I think he's the most valuable like sentinel if you can find if you need one, he's the man. And it turns out that he's apparently an amazing emotional leader as well. So
Yeah.
Yes.
so
All
these kind of people
speeches, man. Like
these kind of people
insane.
are like MVP, man. Like you build your team around them.
Yep.
Okay.
I think Liquid's lucky to have him.
We're not done yet here.
I did ask him if he was interested to join in 2023. But this was when franchise started. I got Jason to ask him. I didn't ask him. I was like, Jason,
Okay.
can you poke your button for me? Yeah, poke him a little bit for me. To let me know because like we knew that Gambit is not in the franchise anymore. At the time, I think. Then he said that he didn't want to leave his brother in Europe, so he's staying in Europe.
I see. Okay. Well, to wrap this Liquid Chronicle, not Chronicle the player, this Liquid story, that wasn't the map I was talking about, Alex, not Split. I was talking about Lotus when you were up
Of course.
11-1. And you know what happened. It was 12-12
I mean,
over time. Like
basically, they just took it too easy. You know, everyone is in high. This happens when your energy when you're one of those teams that like use the momentum a lot. You
Right.
know, and you're like hype and you're shouting and everyone's happy. You can easily crash. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. You know, like they made a few mistakes and then it just spirals. But basically they just took it too easy. You know, it's 11-1. We win pistol. I think. I don't know if we won pistol, but we won a bonus or something.
Mm.
Did we even win bonus or did we just lose all the rounds? I can't remember.
I think the bonus was the only round you lost in that first half, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
can't remember when we won.
No, the bonus
when
was the
we-
only round they won in the second.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
second half.
The
In the
only
second
one
half.
you won.
Oh.
Yeah, so we win bonus. JJ has ulti for the 4th round,
Mhm.
and then they're not supposed to rush C like that. We never do that, you know. But like we were like just hammer them, right? So they choose to rush Mount, and we get into a big fight. And there is a low buy from Liquid. You know, they like I don't know what they have, but it's not very good. Like they're running at them. We kill the first guy. Ilya nails the first guy. The door opens, and Ilya is shouting at JJ, ulti him, ulti him, ulti him. But JJ in his head doesn't want the ulti because he doesn't see anyone, you know what I mean? And doesn't make
Right.
sense. So JJ is telling everyone, don't peek, just let the door close and we're going to see. Which both of them are correct, because if JJ just flies in the door, we kill the guy. You know what I mean? Or if JJ flies in the sea, we kill the guy. It doesn't matter. But JJ doesn't out. Ilya thinks JJ is outing, so he picks the guy. And normally we don't make this mistake. Normally they're very aligned. So we're not aligned, right? From round 4, we're already like too happy already. So we die. So Ilya dies. JJ doesn't out. Lish tries to flank the door guy, dies. Or Jason tries to flank the guy, dies. Lish is the next guy. Managed to kill that guy, but dies to someone else. I think Kamo kills him. And suddenly we're in like 2v2. And then JJ does something that he doesn't ever do, which is he flanks the whole of CT to waterfall. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't do that.
Right.
Normally he doesn't do that. Normally he's around the area. Or at least he pulls his ulti and he pushes the whole CT or something. And he doesn't see anyone. And then we lose the round, which is okay. But after that, they're like, it's okay. Then they rush C again. And then we go again. And I pause and I'm like, guys, like, stop this shit. Stop calling these rushes and do what we usually do.
Yeah,
You know,
play
like
your
default
game.
properly, follow the protocols, follow the plan. They say okay. But the problem is when you give all the momentum back to the other team and you pause, it's super obvious what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so Liquid's ready. We're like a little bit like, oh, they might come back. You know, this is like at 12-7. You know, still laughing, but in the back of the head, like,
It's
oh, shit.
possible now.
Like, yeah, it's oh shit. Because I'm sure they look across and they see smiles. The other team is fist pumping. We can do it. You know, like it's a little bit like, okay, never mind. We'll try our best. They will try to just figure it out. We just end it. And then, of course, when this happens and the other team's momentum, Kamo starts to kill like everyone. Like he comes out of B and he hits everyone so bloody fast that like he's on fire now. You know what I mean? And then now it's difficult. Now they actually can come back. And also you're playing against Whaley. You know, like we're not used to it. Like sometimes you get hit by the slow, or he's in position that like you've never seen before. And they're getting more and more confident, and we're losing confidence. And then they start to make some panic decisions to try and end the round faster. And yeah, that's what happened.
Okay.
It could have
Well,
ended really badly.
well, thank God we didn't choke that, because that would have been also in the history books. Because look at what Juandi did, Alex.
Yeah, man. I mean, holy
You saw
shit.
this, right?
I need to
11-1,
immortalize-
12-12, 14-12.
I need this.
Yeah. You should be selling this as a merch.
I mean, it should be in our office, paper, so we will never forget the stupidity of
But hey, you got through that.
complacency.
You got through that, Alex, and you went on an undefeated run. It was 2-0, 2-0, 2-0, and finally FNATIC 3-1. And obviously we have to touch upon that finals. I'm not sure if we have time to go through each of the matches, so let's just skip to the finals for now. So it was FNATIC. Obviously, you've already known FNATIC as like the goated team, especially from their run in 2023, back-to-back champions, and one of the most solid and consistent teams in the world. So when you have this momentum in Masters Toronto, you've been beating every other team 2-0, 2-0, 2-0 in the playoffs. How does it feel going into the grand finals this time around? Because you've been here before, you know, Copenhagen, LA, and now finally Toronto. Was there anything different that you felt or did heading into this grand finals versus FNATIC?
Yeah, I mean, Copenhagen was our first one. We don't know what we're doing. We just go in and play. Just adjust a little bit. All 3 grand finals we came from upper bracket, so we have a day, to watch and see what's going on. I still haven't figured out what the best way is. I mean, that's the luxury of team that goes to the final, I guess. So, we've I think I still believe that we should scrim. So we did all 3 times we scrimmed. But this time there was a big focus on like what we should be doing rather than what the other team is doing. I think both times we went to the finals, there's a lot of like let's try and anti-strat them, let's try and like create a big game plan. But I think I've since learned that when you come to these kind of finals, like it's gonna be a mess anyway. Like it's not gonna go according to plan. And you shouldn't try to make it go according to plan. You need to try and make sure that you don't screw up. I think that's the most important thing. Obviously FNATIC is the worst opponent to get because they're really bloody good. And this bolster, like this guy's smart. And once you get FNATIC, you know that they're gonna be super prepared. So we had to make sure that we have like new things in our game, or at least things that we haven't shown throughout the tournament. So I had to go and look at all the games that we played and try and see like, okay, we haven't shown this, can we use this strat, that strat? I think things like the wall on Sunset, we haven't done. So like things to have a pocket strats. And I'm very sure Bolster is thorough enough that he will go back a couple of sunsets, even last year, to see if we have anything different, you know what I mean? So it's a bit of you got to pull some stuff out of your ass that like you probably have to invent on the spot. I think I spent a lot of time reminding them of how we should play, protocols that are good to have, like things that we know that like will work no matter what, no matter which team we play against. Make sure that we apply it. We also I think both teams already know the thing about us is we usually have a perma ban. So by the time we reach the finals, everybody knows the map is gonna play. It's not a surprise. It's not gonna be like if Fnatic went to the finals, for example, and they can play all 7 maps, and they have 2 bans. That's a little bit that's more complicated for the lower bracket team, But for Fnatic coming up, they already know which maps they're gonna play. It's just the order that matters, right? So it's whether we want to pick Pearl first or we want to pick Sunset first and that kind of thing. And we already knew like we're gonna play Icebox, probably Icebox, because we got hammered by Genji on Icebox in this event. So it's not gonna be a big surprise to anyone. Yeah, I think that's it. We went in confident. I think spent the whole day. I think Duke's our performance coach spent a lot of time like with the boys meditating, getting them in the right mental state. Like a lot of discussions, some sunlight. We went to walk a little bit. We ended early. All the windows open. Toronto, our practice room, the views are beautiful. So we open all the windows. Just chill out, hang out, watch the game. We were watching Fnatic play Wolves. I think it was 3-0. I think so. It was quite fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was pretty much our prep. Like after that, they went back. I prepped a little bit more. Then we had to clear the prep room because they are keeping it, and then make sure everyone slept well. I think that's also important. Like we need to make sure everyone gets like a good night of sleep. Like you could be really excited, but the most important thing is we come in fresh, ready to play.
Wow.
Like we have everyone just sets the schedule. We wake up at what time. We need to go downstairs for breakfast. What we're gonna eat. We even plan for lunch at the venue. Everything's all planned. The players just need to go there, perform.
Right.
You guys were the only team I'd see at breakfast consistently. I just want to say that.
We were also
I'm
very
just
jet lagged.
saying. Yeah, me too. But
We were very jet lagged.
maybe because we had the same jet lag, like that's why we.
Your times
No,
are
man, I never got away because like I would wake up at 6 a.m. and instead of going back to sleep, I was hungry. So like after a while, after a while, I'm like, forget it. I'm just gonna go breakfast. So I'll go breakfast and I'll see Clinton there. Like maybe 9 or 8 o'clock he'll show up, and then like maybe there'll be RRQ.
Yeah,
but-
RQ was there pretty consistently too.
RRQ.
Yeah.
Is there
Okay,
anybody
yeah.
who has like the weirdest breakfast on the team that you see? Like, why are you eating that for breakfast, bro? Like maybe they're chomping on chocolate cake or they're opening
nah.
the day.
Our performance coach would really kill him. So no, everyone's pretty normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like we would eat steak and eggs was a very popular thing.
Steak and
there,
eggs,
so
yeah.
everyone was eating that there.
Cool.
The breakfast there was good. I'll give it.
It was really good. Yeah.
Okay.
I do have a question about like the player mentality stuff. Just from like what you would see on camera. I mean, I don't know how much of this is like, Riot, with them kind of focusing on certain things for building their story and narrative. But it felt like kind of Jason, Forsaken kind of stepped up a little bit as like a more of a leader, like emotionally. What have you seen from him like in that run up? Like, or was it kind of more of like a group thing? Like, how did you see that like leadership role during the run towards winning the event?
Yeah, a lot of the leadership falls on Davai actually, because
Davai.
he's the oldest and most experienced. But he's not the kind that would be like shouting and screaming. He's the quiet kind. Lead by
Chill
example
leader.
or give a lot of advice. I think one thing Pat did very well this event was he asked questions. He's not afraid to be vulnerable, which is a very difficult thing to do most of the time, especially when you come into a new environment. It's difficult for a new player to just open up like, I'm under pressure and stuff. Like, I think we did a good job trying to create a very safe environment for him to share his feelings. So on times that he felt pressure, he's not afraid to say, guys, I'm super stressed. You know what I mean? I think being able to say these kind of things as a player is invaluable. It's like you get it off your chest. Like if you're not aiming well, you don't feel like you're gonna aim well. It's okay to say that. Like the players, your teammates need to know that you're not 100%. I think he did a good job, and what he did well this event is he asked for advice a lot. Like he'll be like, okay, look, this is the first international event. I've never been to an international event. What do I need to know to like perform optimally? And then he gets even. I mean, he went through shit that nobody have ever seen gone through. Like for example, losing his bloody mouse. Like
Oh yeah,
Yes,
that's
he
right.
did.
Oh, I forgot.
dude, he doesn't play with Vexy. He's normally plays with let's just say G Pro. I don't know what
Okay.
mouse he plays. But Vexy gave us a bunch of mice and he tried MP01S. It was nice. He liked it.
Yeah.
So he used it. So obviously if Vexy gives us one mouse, like he's not gonna have a second one. So he just brings one. He doesn't know about how he needs to take care of his gear. He had to go for an interview, so we brought all his gear to the ready room and we put it there. And then he packs his stuff, but he leaves his mouse behind. And he's gone. Someone threw it away, I think.
Ooh.
He packs. He unpacks next morning. Lucky we had off the. He unpacks next morning. It's like, I don't have my mouse. I made him write this. I wrote this.
You
for him
made
because
him write this?
I was like, you better write exactly this way.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. That must have been stressful. And
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
mean, he was
Vex
stressed.
replied. Yeah.
Yeah, Vexy
Definitely.
came in clutch, but a lot of people like
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
a
of
lot
people
of
reached out
help
to help
came
him.
in.
Really, a lot of help. Like I had a lot of DMs,
Okay.
but they all had the version 1, and
Yeah.
he prefers the sensor version 2.
The second one.
And then someone from Vancouver had it or something, and he was like, I can get it to you in like 8 hours or something. We're like,
Right.
maybe we'll wait. Maybe if the last result we need it. If not, he'll just use a new mouse. He was prepared to use like a Razer mouse and stuff, but yeah, thank you, Vexy. Save the day.
Save the day.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so I mean, he did very well in the sense where he asked a lot of questions, and the person that gives a good advice is people like Jason and Lish and JJ, because they've been to finals before and stuff, and they really know what to do. So I can't remember what they said, but I remember sitting there thinking, we might be ready to win. You know what I mean? Because they sound like they've learned from the mistakes. Even me, I've learned a lot from like all the mistakes we made, leading up to these things. And I think your question about Jason standing up a lot and being a leader, yeah, you just have to have better energy than the other team, more positive vibes, and more more confidence. You need to give your teammates confidence as well. And Jason's also the type of guy that feeds off like crowd and like positive energy from his teammates. So him standing up and his teammates like cheering him on gives Jason the platform to shine, right? And he
Right.
really likes it. And he's he plays a lot better when it's like that. Like he just gets better and better as the game goes on. He stands out more and more and more.
Okay.
But I think it was great. And just so happened once again, I found a guy with sports background who is not afraid of crowds. He's standing up. He's doing the LeBron,
Yes.
that kind of shit. This is a rookie. Yeah. No rookie does this. So
It's because we talk
it's
hella
really good.
trash here when you're playing.
No, but all basketballers do that.
Yep.
He is such a positive influence in the team.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. This is from sports background. I'm telling you.
It is.
Right. Like he's played big games before in basketball for sure, like for his school against other schools and stuff. And he's internalized it. He's passed it on, and like again, I'm lucky to find this guy. It's not easy to find this kind of people. So like, yeah, I think it's very valuable. But his personality is really good to have. Like, he's one of the funniest people I've ever met. Like, he's hilarious. Like, him and Davai together, like, holy shit, they're actually two monkeys in the practice room. Just like rage. This Pat likes to rage bait people as well. He likes to rage bait our performance coach. He just keeps trolling our performance coach. And then he likes to rage bait JJ also. So it's like,
Right.
it's quite funny. It's
Right.
really a hoot. It's like I have a great time with practice nowadays.
Awesome. So speaking about mental health, getting help, and you mentioned him just now, PatMen rage baiting Duke, your performance coach.
All the time.
Let's talk about that impact he has on the team, Alex. Like, I think this is one
Performance
of the
coach.
highlights that people have noticed over the course of the past few months, because he appears in the vlogs, but we never really talk about him explicitly. But he's obviously there with the team, and recently he's been with you in the coaching booth as well. So, what was the impact like having a performance coach like Duke? Like, what was the most significant change you saw in the team environment and the players once he had his hand on helping out the players get stronger mentally?
After we lost Champions 2023, so 2024, we started okay. But we started okay like 2024, but then we weren't on the upward trend, or we were going down slowly. Our base level is still quite high, but the team, I noticed like halfway through the season that our team is actually depressed. Like, the team is depressed. Ilya hasn't gone home for like 4 years. We are not balancing the work-life balance very well. We have put in so much stress, because we've hit the highest of highs, right? And then we couldn't cross the line, and like the expectations just went crazy. And I became a little bit of a dickhead also. Like, I was very very difficult. I was very difficult to work with. Like, honestly, like that. Yeah, I apologized to them already, but I guess I can apologize on air again. Like, 2024, I was a nightmare to work with. I was putting them under insane amount of pressure, so that they would get better, to force them to get better, and to improve. And I don't think that was the right way to approach the situation. So I've learned from that as well. But halfway through the season, I realized that like we need someone else to mentally protect them. We're not. I'm not equipped for it. I'm very like toxic high achiever mindset sometimes. Like, I really push really really hard if I think I can. Because that's what I demand of myself as well. Like, I would like watch more VODs. I would work harder. Like, maybe Asian kind of thing, but like I need to do well in exams kind of shit. Like, work harder, work harder, work harder.
The Asian
But
gene, lah, Alex.
Gotta
it's
be a
somewhere
doctor.
no, but to be fair, my dad is also is like super hardworking.
I
Like, he has
see.
some couple of degrees and stuff. So I'm like, hey, he would probably push it hard.
I see.
But maybe there's a better way to do it. It's definitely not the way I approached on 24. Like,
Mm.
I'm very sure I almost broke the players. So like, that was a tough year. But after a while, we realized that we need I need a mental coach. And we told Harley, like, we're not happy in Korea. The players need to go home. Like, we're under too much stress. We have no time. That season was tough because Riot condensed everything. So there was literally no breaks. So we basically, like, we don't go home. Like, we went straight from Korea to China, from China to Korea. Then we had like a 1 week break where we went home for like 3 days or 4 days, and then we came back to, and then we don't even get a break right after qualifying for champs, because champs is in Seoul, right? So it
Yeah.
made no sense to go home. We just stay here and practice more, and like, all the teams are going through this, especially teams that like make it to every event. And we miss home. It's not like we don't like Korea or anything. It's like, it's different when you can go home and stuff. So it's things that I became aware of like during the year. So we've been begging PaperX for a performance coach, but these people are hard to find. Nobody wants to coach an esports team and be performance coach, right? Like, it's not someone's dream job. It's like most performance coaches go to like a big sports team or something, like actual traditional sports. Yeah, so like, tried one performance coach from Indonesia. I thought that was the right idea, because I thought the performance coach could teach in Indonesian
Mm.
to Aaron and Jason and
Understand.
Lish Basa. As much as people think like PaperX's command of English is very good, it isn't as good as people think it is. You know what I mean? Like, basic conversing, day to day life, they're good. But when it comes to like press conferences and stuff, Like sometimes the questions they ask, I know my players don't understand. Like literally, like the English is too chim, it's too complicated. Like and they always look at me and like translate it to simple terms for them. But then yeah. So I thought a sports psychologist from Indonesia would be good. You know what I mean? To teach. But then she wasn't she ended up not what we were looking for. I think I needed someone different with a different skill set. So again, went back to the drawing board. I told Harley to look again. We had the short list of like 3 people. Duke was one of them, and then we interviewed all of them. The other one that was very interesting was a French person from is that me? Was that me? Okay.
That's me. Sorry. My alarm just woke up. Sorry, guys.
Good timing.
Sorry.
But no, I mean, yeah. So another one that had a very good background was he's I think professional swimmer. Or he coached Olympians or something from his name is Kentaro. Like he even did like some tier 2 coaching as well in Valorant. So that was interesting. But I think in the end he was half, I think it's half Japanese, half French. But in the end I wanted someone from Asia and someone older. I wanted someone that the players, I think in Asian culture it's easier if you're older. Like it's just easier for us to like respect elders kind of thing. It's like it's easier for Duke to get his point across, in my opinion, because I think Kentaro is younger than some of the players. You know,
Oh wow.
so that's why I wanted like someone with a bit more life experience and a bit older. So Duke's background is in brain training, which is quite cool. But basically, after talking to him, he is about like he emphasized how important meditation was for these kind of things. To in different kinds of meditation and why he can why it's a good routine to have, and then also like all the other stuff that he said he'll do for the team. And then we basically gave him a trial contract, and I think the boys really enjoyed his company. He's very I mean, in the end, performance coaches usually have the same personality, which they're very, very outgoing, very happy-go-lucky. They connect with everyone very well. Different people, whichever, like introvert, extrovert, ambivert, whatever word you are, like whatever, they can do it. And I think his skill set was perfect. And also, very, very avid gamer. He's not very good at Valorant. He just got his rank recently. I'll let him. Tell you what rank he is himself.
Okay.
But then yeah, you should ask him. But he plays a lot of other games. So he can connect with the players very well. Every sort of game, console game, whatever. He really loves gaming, and I think these are important things to have, around him. Like, and you see his smile so big. It's every day. He's always smiling, always happy,
Oh.
and he's a trained chef. So he wants to actually teach the boys how to cook. Like
Wow.
he has culinary background. He hasn't cooked for the boys because he says that's not what he's here for. But he will teach them how to take care of themselves. So someone that teaches them life skills as well. He's basically like complete package in terms of like anyone. And we're very lucky that again, fell on my lap. Very lucky to have him. Then it's a lot of things went right. For this
Right.
to happen. I think he's placed an importance on routines. So we meditate every single day, and it's different kinds of meditation. Sometimes it's about guarding against complacency. Sometimes it's about how to bring our best. Sometimes it's about like just mental health check. So he goes on walks with the players. He's close to everyone. Like I think uh, he calls them up, brings them. I mean, JJ doesn't even walk. He doesn't like to walk so much. But then, like with Duke, he'd be like, Duke, hey, let's go out for a talk. He doesn't let them stay in the room. So JJ has to walk with him, and he totally doesn't mind. Everybody is more open-minded. JJ wants to try the gym. My whole team is starting to go to the gym themselves now, even though I've been pushing them for years. This guy managed to work his magic, and I don't know how he did it, man. He's fatter than me. They listen to him, but they don't listen to me.
Well, he has brain training, Alex. Maybe he did some of that.
He
Yeah.
psychoed them. He hypnotized them or something.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
speaking a lot of lucky things happening for this event. Like, did you notice that there were a lot of things lined up? Like the script was written. There was this trophy that has our colors, the Paper's colors, and then there's the dream run from being 0-3 at Pacific, and then qualifying, and then actually winning the thing. And there was this actually, I don't know if you can pull this up, Joanny. There was this theory about TH's performance, where
Oh yeah, the curse, right?
yeah, the curse that TH has. I don't know if you guys know this, Black and Blue.
Oh,
So
yeah. I do.
every team
It's been quite consistent.
exactly. It's been 3 times now that this has come true. So basically, the theory is that every team that TH loses to will either place first or third. And when I stumbled, here's the theory if you guys want to read about it. And the moment I stumbled upon this theory was when Wolves got third. So I was like, well, okay then. Our job is done. PaperX is winning Masters Toronto. And it actually did happen. And this has consistently been true for the past 4 times they've been in an interim.
I like how that's what convinced you, right?
yeah.
The superstition.
But this is Sleepy in a nutshell. He's always talking about how we have to predict Paper X lower because I don't want to
Yes.
curse them.
No, look,
Yes.
look.
And this is actually the opposite, right?
Now, in our defense,
Yeah, that's true.
We
That's true.
incredibly
are
superstitious. Our fans are
we
superstitious.
dude.
All right. I have people telling me that every time they don't watch us play, we
Yeah.
win. So they don't watch us play, but they're big fans. You know, rather watch the replay. My dad doesn't watch. My dad's French. He doesn't want to watch because he says every time we lose, so he refuses to watch it. You know, it's like forget it. I'm just not gonna watch. You know, like things like that. You know, like we're very superstitious. Like anything is also we can blame. You know, like, oh, it's raining today. Where we cannot win. You know,
You're
kind of
right.
thing. Like yeah, but like yeah. So like I believe in curses
No,
and stuff.
I,
As well.
I
am the
totally
same,
get
you
that.
know, I
Like
would-
during the grand finals, you guys against FNATIC, after you lost the second map, Icebox, I was like, "Fuck this, I'm going to sleep, bro." I don't wanna watch
yeah, it's
the
like
I want to wake
You
up
wanna
to good
jinx them.
news, is what I'm hoping. And when I
Yeah.
did, I was like,
And you
"Ah,
did.
that's great news."
That's great. So my point was, Alex, there was
Exactly.
all these like theories, and it's as if like the script was written for PaperX to win Message Toronto. Did you at any point ever feel that way? To win?
To win.
Like, did you feel like this is the event for us to win?
I mean, map pool, players playing well, everything. I think for me, the turning point was when we were losing to Genji.
Yeah.
And then Jason was 1-on-1 with Karan. And then he said, this is one of the Ascent maps. He was on attack, I think we planted the bomb. Maybe a defense. And we had to defuse the bomb or something. Yeah, defense. Karan, it was 2v1. And then Karan kills I don't know who. But basically something dumb happened. I think it was Ilya. Like he was out of position and then Karan kills him. And then Jason's walking around the map. He's walking from B to from mid to B. And in the middle of walking, he says, "Don't worry, guys, I'm gonna win this round." You know what I mean? And then he wins the round. But the thing is, as he said there, I turned to Aaron and said, "This kid is ready to win the event. Like we're actually ready to win the event." Because I can see that they're not panicking anymore. It's like total confidence that he's gonna win the round. So like I was very, very sure that we would go far in this event no matter what. But my point being like they're ready, you know what I mean? And it's not the same as other events where we power through based on like individual mechanics and like surprise strats and just like you can't it's harder to do that nowadays, you know. So I knew that they're ready to win. That being said, another thing I also noticed is that you can kind of tell who the finalists are gonna be based on like what's happening, you know, like there's a certain amount of luck that some players have that in this for some reason in this game, right? Like they click a bullet and the guy dies through smoke, that kind of thing. And if it happens consistently to the same player, I can kind of tell that the guy is going to MVP the event already.
Wow.
Like for example, T1, when Izu was playing in Bangkok, he was hitting everything and like max confidence. In this game, like confidence really matters. You know, like if you're feeling it right, it really matters. And is Izu when he was playing, he was shooting people through smokes. He was making the perfect decision every time. Every swing he made, he multi-killed every time. People would line up for him, you know, and it doesn't happen. But the guys just auto line up, you know what I mean? Or for example, there's this one round that he swung out from split in OT and he shot through the Viper smoke. He killed the first guy and he moved his mouse a little bit, the second guy died.
Right.
You know, and this kind of
I remember
this
that.
kind of stuff when it happens, you know they're gonna win already. It happens in every single event, right? That you can tell who the finalists are gonna be. In the finals, it's a different story, in my opinion. Like sometimes pressure comes, but like for example, yeah, Chichu. For example, you can tell the ADG is they're gonna make the finals because no matter what the guy does, right? Even if it's a mistake, not a mistake, he clicks his mouse, 3 guys die.
That's nice.
You know, and it's just on fire, you know, and like everything is coming together. Like a bit of luck, insane mechanics, timing is on your side. You know, when you throw a smoke, you walk through a smoke, nobody's looking. You know, and if it happens a little bit consistently in group stages, you can know they're going to make the finals already. It happens every event has like one or two guys that pop off and they pop off for the whole event. You know?
Right.
Yep.
It can be like com on EG, for example. Like every
yeah.
clutch,
I
every
remember
clutch he
that.
does. No, the guy cannot lose the clutch, you know, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. It's the same for us. Like when Pat was in clutch situations, just cannot lose the clutch.
Can't lose.
Yep.
Like 1v3 against G2. Since when does G2 pick one here, one here, one here? They
Yes,
never ever do that.
yes.
Yeah, but it happened to us. Like that comms just break down, and the other team just like somehow like we have some kind of like power, you know.
Yeah.
So like it happens all the time. Every time this happens, you know that that team is they're destined, man. They're gonna make it to the finals.
Yeah.
If you have that on your side, you have to make the most of it, in my opinion. So like when I saw that happening to Pat, I saw like Jason being calm and so I knew already like we need to win this event. This event is must win because everything is going right. You know?
Stars
Like
aligned.
like the small things are happening. Like bloody hell, 11-1 comeback, we still can win the game, you know, based on party tech whiffing. You know, then you so in my opinion, like when these kind of things happen, you have to take your chance. You know, if not, it's never gonna happen. Like I feel like the magic is gonna go to another team, and the other team is gonna again superstition. But in my opinion, I've seen it happen enough times to think that I believe in it. You know, like some people just sometimes the team arrives and they have Mercury retrograde or something, and that team is not affected by it, and they're on fire, and they better win, you know, because they're
They
never
better
gonna win. They don't win. They better bloody win. People shooting people through walls, through smokes, you know. You make a decision, you decide, okay, I'm gonna walk through the smoke this round, and nobody's looking, and you flank the entire team. You know, that kind of thing.
Yes. Well,
But it happens all the time, in my opinion.
I think it was kind of evident during your during the media press kind of interviews that you guys had during Toronto that you guys seemed a lot more confident than not usual, but just in general. Like as you mentioned, I think during one of the interviews, maybe first time around you guys were kind of new, to the grand final stage, and second time around the pressure with JJ and other external things happening, and then this event, everybody seemed locked into. Most people actually that I was talking about were like, these guys seem a lot more not just ready, but just confident in general. Like it doesn't seem like things are phasing you guys as much during that event, and I guess it's clear to hear that you guys felt the same way.
Yeah, we definitely did. Like everyone was calmer, way calmer than usual. Like I think obviously being beat up 0-3 and after coming back from it gives you a sense of like confidence, you know, like you believe in yourselves. Like whatever the system we built is great. Like we know we know everything. You know, I think the preparation is important. I think you can be calm if your preparation is good. You know, you go in, you say our map pool is strong. Whatever they pick is okay. You know, we were picking team A for the majority of the matches. Almost all the matches we were team A, which basically means that we let the other team choose the map at the end. You know what I mean? We won like a bunch of coin toss, or we were lower seed for them, and we were getting team A anyway. And I knew that when this happened, you know, like nobody is bothered by the maps. You know, and we are super calm. That means we have a good enough map pool that we can win on any map. You know, and when this happens, you know, like you know that like you basically stars align, you're gonna go far. The prep is good. Meta favors us, map pool favors us. You know, the luck is on our side. Like the timing is the gods of timing. There has to be a VALORANT god of timing somewhere. I need to pray to that guy.
well,
There has to
it's
be.
one more god to pray to. Well, I did kind of have that same feeling, Alex, because when we were in the middle of the stage, I think it was group stage or at the start of us, I was thinking, I think we might actually win this thing, Paper X, and I go to Toronto to watch as part of like the Indonesian cohort as like the influencers and stuff, and I was like, "Yo, can you grab me a Masters Toronto jacket that I'm wearing right now?" Because
Good choice.
I knew that this was gonna have
Why
history
don't
in
you
it
just ask Clara to do that?
related to us. I sure we can, but Clara has to go to Singapore and then
That's
she has
true.
to
That's
send
true.
it
That's
to me.
true.
So I'll just ask my Indonesian friends.
I
So
was
have
gonna
it,
wear
and I'm wearing
my my hockey jersey, but it's way too hot.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh
fucking
yeah.
doing that today.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
not right now.
I had to crank the AC up because I live in Jakarta. It's
Dude, I
it's
have
hard,
two
bro.
ACs blasting in my apartment. It's still
Yeah,
not good enough.
Korea is hot,
Really?
hot. It's like what 37, 36
Yeah, it's hitting
degrees.
it hit like 38, 39 yesterday.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It is brutal.
Stay
And it's
hydrated.
a billion% humidity. So
Oh.
it's just like
Yeah,
the
it's
worst.
mad.
Man.
You walk outside, 2 minutes later, you turn around and shower.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. I think
Well,
we've repped Masters.
if it's hot, you know, it'd be perfect for you guys if you guys had the proper Paper X crop top jersey. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. I agree.
we saw
Like-
Jing wore it.
Yeah.
He
got
is
it.
onto it.
He's
We
been
got
whining
it.
about being conned into wearing it, but then like he actually wore it, so I'm very proud of him.
He conned himself into it though, Alex.
He
was
looked
the one who
fine.
said it.
That's my point. I keep telling
Yeah.
him he needs
He
to
said.
follow through what he says,
Yeah,
because if not,
yeah.
nobody's ever gonna believe him. And
Exactly.
he did it.
He
As
did
soon
it.
as he turned 22, he's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm a man now.
When now? I'm gonna wear a crop top. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. So yeah, I think that's about it for Masters, right? I think obviously a lot of people were happy about it. We got a lot of insane support from outside as well. Alex, like some of the creators, like not really related to Peeprex, they watched the finals, they saw us win that final round, and they're just happy. You know, they were celebrating as if they're part of the team, and I feel like that was the general mood that people had across the world. So I guess that's what Paprex is like in everybody's eyes. Do you have any thoughts on this? Like any words of appreciation for supporters that have supported us and see us through uh, Masters Toronto?
I think it hasn't been already said, but obviously we're very thankful for any kind of support, let alone like the overwhelming support that we got. We're very happy to have gone on this journey with you guys. I think it's been a long one, kind of long. But hey, like what I said, there's a combination of being ready for the moment, the opportunity coming up, a little bit of luck on our side, a little bit of a push from the influencers. You know, I think it's a big deal that like when we were 0-3 down, all the influencers were still like hyping us up. I think the players feed on that as well. You know, and it's like everyone's trophy. This one,
Mm.
everyone's really happy for us, and I'm really thankful. You know, like um, I mean, we're gonna try our best to get a few more. But all in all, I think this will be a very special one for a very long time to come.
Especially for C, honestly.
Because yeah,
Yeah,
it's a huge
It's
one
a
for
big
us.
one.
Yeah.
for sure.
I
I was,
remember. Yep.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was actually wondering whether Pat is the first Filipino player ever to win in a PC title, not Mobile Legends. You know, but I
Right.
think it might be the case because I don't think any Dota player won from Philippines international or anything.
No,
Trying to
not at the
remember.
grand final.
He might actually be the, but yeah, because I was thinking about it for Lish, and Lish there's some Malaysian Dota players that did quite well, like Chuan won yeah before.
Mushi was
Yeah,
there.
maybe Mushi has done well.
Yeah.
But for Singapore, also we have like famous players like FIFA, like
Mm.
Street Fighter and stuff. But like for Pat, I think he might be the first one
Wow.
Yeah.
as a gamer. So it's
Actually,
quite
now
a
that I
big
think
deal.
about it, I think the only other one that comes to mind immediately was in Tekken Combo Breaker, AK. So I think it's only
Oh.
him and Pat right now
I
off
see.
the top of my head.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's amazing.
Incredible.
Incredible. Yeah, some of the art
Fan
that
art?
has come out from Masters Toronto and PaperX's track by track has been insane.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
love
I
it
just want to
actually.
shout out all the creatives out there who have done pretty damn well just by representing us in your own take and your own perspective of what it could look like, and this is one of it. Congratulations to PaperX, choo choo motherfuckers.
I really,
Sorry for swearing, man, but that's the theme. That's the theme of the whole event. I feel like everybody's just chanting track by track.
It's okay, you
Um,
can
Really?
curse on this one.
yeah, I think
I really enjoy it actually. I go to Reddit a lot. Everyone knows this, but I really enjoy the fan art. That's why I look at the most usually.
Mm.
Like and some people are so talented. You know, like I don't think this is easy to draw at all. Like,
Do you
this
ever
is, like,
comment on stuff on Reddit, like on the competitive stuff?
Yeah, do you have a secret account?
No. Like that takes too much effort, man. Like to have a secret account and like
Yeah.
be a little
burner.
bitch. I can't do that.
PaperX is shit. It turns out it's Alex.
That'll be funny. That'll be funny, but
That'll be
yeah.
funny.
You
Yeah,
should have an official
but
one. Then.
I do. I comment once in a while, but usually
Ah.
when I see fan art, I try to pass it to the player, so I comment on
Right.
like for example, this is cool colors. Yeah. I don't know how they saw that. That's actually crazy.
Wow.
Oh,
But yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, there
nice,
you go.
nice.
You
No idea what you
replied.
guys are
Yeah,
talking
nice.
all
about.
right.
That's amazing. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, if hosts, if you have any more questions from the community or from yourselves, please feel free. But I think we're about to just wrap everything up. Maybe one final thought, Alex. Obviously, it's not done yet. This year has been crazy, by the way. Like you said that last year was a bit stressful because of the schedule, but this year is even crazier, right? You've been nonstop grinding, a lot of off-season, in-season tournaments, and
yeah.
then going back to stage one, and now it's stage two, and you still have Champions Paris to look forward to. Any thoughts so far about how you're gonna do in the next couple of months?
I mean, schedule is crazy, yeah, but the difference is we won something, So like the
Right,
mental stress of not having of not doing well is not there. So
right,
like it's a lot easier to deal with. And
different.
also like for example, having Duke to manage we're taking a lot more off days in the week
Okay,
rather than last time. Last time we used to take we used to practice 5 days, match 1 day off, rest on that day, but it's impossible for us to rest, right? Because like we just like we just go back to it. So I have people
stress
streaming on
level.
our rest
Yeah,
days and stuff.
yeah,
So now, like for example, we're taking longer breaks. Like if we have an opportunity to rest, we
you take
Duke
it.
is like yeah we rest, and he also, I mean Duke tracks all their sleep. He gets them to answer questions about their sleep. He'll come to them with a paper and like making sure that like, we don't have like Whoop bands for everyone, so he has to do it manually. But then yeah, he does that to make sure that like if anyone's close to burning out or even like remotely showing signs of anything, he'll tell me, and we can like lower the practice down. And like everyone's managing some sort of injury or something like JJ hurt his
Right,
wrist,
JJ
Lish
with
has
the
his back,
wrist. Yeah.
like for example. So like we're all trying to figure out like people are not sleeping well. We know about it.
Mm.
Can take so like for example this week we're taking a longer break because our next match is on Sunday, so we're resting today as well. And then before Talent we would like do a little bit more work, but I think that helps. All these little things help. And then what was the question again? Like how we feel about this year?
How do you feel about the rest of the year, like going to Champions Paris? Because you still have that to look forward to.
I mean, hopefully we qualify.
Hmm.
Um, First of all, we want to make it to Japan. That's
Right.
top four. If we manage to get first seed, we are basically 1 win away from Japan. I think that would be like a nice little break for all of us. Like, as much as it's still competing, like if we hit top four, we're definitely champions, as I understand, for points. So get first seed. Job is to get first seed, win one game, get top four, go to Japan. Hopefully, if we have a little bit of time, we extend the trip a little bit. We took a
Mm.
little bit of a break before Toronto. I think that was also a massive deal. Like we all went to Vietnam together for 3 days. So I think that like gave us the time to sit down and talk to each other and get to know each other better and like prepare for the event. So hopefully we can do the same thing in Japan. Like maybe just 2 days off, like or whatever, like after the event and just explore a little bit and then travel to Paris. Assuming we make it, of course. But we have a good chance. But all in all, I mean, schedule's okay. Like, I think if you're winning, schedule's always okay. The
Just
schedule's always okay
throw
for me.
anything at me. I'm fine with
Yeah.
it as long as I
It,
win.
it is the truth of the world. Like
Yep.
winning fixes everything, and
Yes.
then once you start losing, everything's a problem. So,
You're right. You're right.
so, so far we're in good shape and thus good mood.
Yes.
Good.
Good. All right. Any more questions, folks, before we wrap this up today? I think that's about all the time we have for today. I know there's a lot more we can probably dig from you, Alex. But with the interest of this episode not being a 5-hour podcast, I think this is about it. If there's nothing else, Alex, thank you so much, man. Congratulations once again. It's
Thank
a
you.
long time
Yeah,
coming. I think
congrats.
Congrats.
people around the world have told us that you deserve it, the players deserve it, the team deserves it, and we finally crossed that line. And yeah, hopefully this is not the end. We still have some stuff to look forward to this year and years to come.
Yep.
And yeah, good luck, have fun, take care in the Korean scorching heat.
Yeah. Thanks.
Do not
Don't go
forget
outside.
to drink and hydrate.
Don't
Don't
go
go
outside.
outside. Don't go outside.
Yeah, try not to.
It's not worth it.
Try not to.
Put sunscreen on, hydrate.
Sunscreen on. That's right. Drink lots of ice water. And
But
yeah.
I think the skincare here is fine, so
Oh yeah,
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
yeah, you'll be okay with skincare.
You'll
for
be
sunscreen.
okay. Okay, with that, we will end this right here. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and follow us in our socials as well. If you have any more questions or messages you want to share, you can also reach out to Alex himself. And yeah, that's been episode 13. We will see you guys in the next one, which obviously we don't know when because we are the best and consistent podcast around. But we will see you again soon. So take care, everybody. Thank you. Have fun. Bye.
Bye.